Hello, good morning, afternoon, evening or night, depending on when you're watching this. It's evening here, but that's beside the point. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Alex reads Twilight. Where Alex Dave reads Twilight, unsurprisingly. I'm going to do things a bit like it, but not quite, because I'm not reading a popular book. I'm reading a particularly bad set of children's books that my brother reads, and that I hate with a fiery vengeance. Now, these sets of books are called Beast Quest books. They're about a guy who has to, surprise, surprise, kill beasts. It doesn't make friends with them or have tea. He has to kill them, I don't see why, but you know. There you go. They're really formulaic, they're really badly written, and I hate them, so I'm going to start with the first book, Furno the Fire Dragon. You can get from the title how imaginative this series is going to be. So, here we go. Prologue. Kaldor the Brave stood at the foot of the mountain. His bronze armour gleamed in the pale morning sunlight. The fire dragon is close. I can feel it. Wow. Fire dragon. You don't think of a better descriptive word, you know. The angry dragon, the furious dragon. I can sense the dragon's presence. No, fire dragon. The knight pointed his sword, up towards the mist at the top of the mountain. For the sake of our kingdom, it must be stopped. Good luck, sir, said Edward, his page. Good luck. You're about to go and fight a massive dragon that's apparently a great threat to their kingdom, and all you can say is good luck. No helpful advice or anything? Kaldor held out an armoured hand and placed it on Edward's shoulder. They both understood they might never see each other again. Well, you know, it's a shame. The knight turned to climb the smooth, dark slope. His feet slipped and skidded on the rock, but he dragged himself up with determination, slowly climbing higher and higher. Soon the mist closed behind him, and he was lost from sight. All that was left was an eerie silence. Edward shivered. Suddenly the mountain started to shake. I could have written better stuff when I was in year 6. Edward could feel the vibrations travelling through his feet and up his legs. That's where vibrations normally go. He stumbled, and his chin hit the ground with a huge judder. I'm sure judder isn't supposed to be used like that. There was a metallic taste in his mouth. Blood! What was happening? Kaldor! Edward yelled, struggling to his feet as behind him. Come back! Come back again. I really don't like the sort of warnings. Good luck, firing, being attacked by firing. Rather than come back, how about avoid the fire? More helpful. But his voice was lost in the grinding sounds that filled the air. The whole mountain shook violently. Was it about to come crashing down on him? Edward was seized with panic. Heart pounding, he looked up and saw 2 overhanging rocks start to move. Their razor-sharp edges glinted in the sunlight as they edged out. Suddenly they slashed through the air like giant axe heads. How do rocks slash, unless they can move? Edward flinched. Pokemon reference. As the mist cleared, he glimpsed Kaldor clinging onto the side of the mountain. Then something reared up beyond the knight, and Edward saw the flash of an eye, and the thick scales of leathery skin. It was the spiked head of a huge dragon. Suddenly everything made horrible sense. His master and right. The beast was close. This wasn't a mountain. It was the dragon itself. It's just unrealistic. How could a dragon look like a mountain? If things had looked like mountains, then everyone would look like a mountain. Glancing down with a rush of fear, Edward realized he was standing on the dragon's tail, and that Kaldor was holding onto the monster's back. And those 2 overhanging rocks with the dragon's mighty wings. They're wings! How am I supposed to look like rocks? He wanted to run, but his legs were frozen with fear. Now he could see the sides of a dragon moving in and out as it breathed heavily. Steam hissed out of the creature's nostrils. Kaldor, come back! Edward yelled, still with these rubbish warnings. But a terrifying roar drowned out his words. The dragon's wings unfolded again, stretching out to beat the air in a deadly rhythm. It's taking off! Edward shouted. Kaldor, quick! Get back! Kaldor's words carried faintly on the air. Go to the city. Warn King Hugo. Run! These King Hugo. Why would a king be called Hugo? You change your name to something more royal, like Balthazar or Zoltan. Before Edward could move, the dragon flicked his tail, sending him flying. He hit the ground hard, shaking and gasping for breath as the terrifying beast, which for some reason is in capital letters, rose up into the air. Caldor's screams filled his head. Edward struggled to his feet and tried to run after his master, but the dragon was already high above him. It caught a huge roar and a jet of orange flame topped the sky. It disappeared into the distance. One of Caldor's gauntlets, scorched and smoking, clattered to the ground behind it. Clutched in its fingers was a golden key. The echoes of Caldor's cries hung in the air. Then, silence. The night was gone, and his mission to free the fire dragon from Malvold's curse had failed. Well, getting killed, eaten, burned by a dragon doesn't look failing. You'd hope they told you who Malvold was before, because Malvold could be the chippy, for all I know. But it isn't, I'm sure. So, that was the first chapter of Beast Quest. If you want me to continue reading Beast Quest, I won't do it as every video, but it might be sections of my videos, possibly. If you want me to continue, just say I might not. Thank you very much. Goodbye.